What's up? So do you all think last night was maybe a little therapeutic, maybe needed to happen? I mean, a lot of stuff. I mean, even if, some people still didn't, like, I guess you would say, make up. There were still people got stuff off their chest. But would you also agree that there's one person who hated that? One person who, he couldn't wait till this morning. Who said he didn't watch it, he only watched minutes, but he knew all kinds of shit from all parts of it. I think Bobby did great today. He didn't attack Cherry. He didn't cuss Cherry out. He didn't say nothing about Cherry last night. Part of it is Cherry couldn't handle him. And Cherry said what he meant. He said, you're over there giving them oxygen. So, Cherry talks about canceling him, but he just literally said he's trying to cancel Flex. He's telling people not to go there, not to go on the panel. I knew that. I knew once, he might not have said nothing about Roy. He might have let that slide. But Bobby, he goes nuts about. He's like, oh, Bobby's going to be back over there. Cray. And what did they do? What did Cray and Bobby do, Cherry? What did they do so bad that you're saying, do you feel betrayed or something? Even though, other than the stuff that you've caused, nobody said a word. Bobby was up there talking to Flex. He's known Flex a long time. Cray's been in there. So why is it so bad when you see people, trying to get along, trying to work shit out? You got to come and talk about leaving all the time. You're leaving. You're going to be on YouTube, but now you're going to be around these channels. Why? Because they don't do exactly what you want them to do. Because they don't. You tell them not to go somewhere and they go. Think about that. What are you, their fucking dad? You act like that. You act like if Bobby pops up there, it's such a bad thing. Oh my God, you were talking to Flex. You guys were being, cordial. Yeah, and you act like it's in. And Bobby didn't. All through that shit, Bobby, he anytime somebody would bring up Flex, he would say, like, hey, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do it. Then if it kept on, he would jump off and jump back on. Which, and I've said, going around when that shit's happening, that kind of promotes it. But it's only one person who loves the fucking drama. And today, I didn't see the whole thing. I don't know if he came back, but I know when he left after the chat, when he left, when Cherry came off the panel, then he was in the chat for a while and left. Because fuck, even Pedro and Trader was, calling his bullshit out, saying, the instigating and all like that. It's like, you just love to see people fight. You admit, you said today, you was like, yeah, I was trying to tell Hector how to get people on here. You got to start some drama. But then you say you don't like this type of drama. That's what you said, right? But all that for 2 years, that's been the type of drama you've been in. Either somebody's doxing you, or you're threatening to dox them, or, always. All the drama you've ever been in has ruined people. If you even go back to Red, Pedro used to promote the shit out of Red. Before I even knew anything about lives and anything, back when I used to think, maybe it was Zoom calls when he was doing them live thing. I didn't know about YouTube Live. I seen, he would always promote Red, talk about her, and he still, Pedro's still cool with her. But the point of it is, it's like he kind of, dropped back because he's seen all the negative shit. So it's like, even if he talked about her, you all would, especially Cherry, he would hear that and he would just, attack more and more. So I'm sure he's like, okay, I'm not going to say it. Of course he says hi to her and shit, but, he don't bring up as much because it just brings attention. She gets attacked, and when she talks back, she's the bad person. I don't think there's been a day that Cherry's not called her a name, said all this shit about her. Then he wonders, when she's, says something, or he sees people over, like, oh, you can go over there with, and he tries to, that's what I'm saying, he makes you feel so bad, like with Craig, when I guess Heidi and somebody else was in Red's channel, and he said that, oh, you'll be over there with Red and all that, he's doing that so you guys will say something like, no, I'm not, I'm done with her. Same with Bobby and Flex, he's trying to get it. Now, Roy, you fucking done it. You was like, I'll never be back over there, I'll never do this, and then you even said something, Roy, and this is just calling it out. You was talking about JB, talking about, him Flex being a hypocrite and everything. But Roy, you went to JB's channel and put a comment on one of his videos. You're the one that seeks his attention. You have never came up there, but when JB was up there, you popped up there because you cared about an opinion. Dude, I could, when he got drunk, he kind of went off the rails. You got to admit. So but then some of the stuff he was saying, and JB, if you ever hear this, buddy. I think you said you was raised in the South, right? Like me. And, it's not being a simp take up for women or not call them names. That's not being a simp. That's just because it's called having respect. You know, I'm sure if you, like you said, if you were in the South, I'll have that right. I'm pretty sure you said that. You know what I'm talking about. You're taught to, you know, respect your elders, respect women. You don't, you know, even some of the women that was over in Cherry's, and, you know, Roy's, all of them. I mean, they go, I mean, you know, I might bring some up, but I would never call them names, even if they was, let's see what this is. $6 for 4.9 miles, 2 restaurants. That'd be a fuck you. It's a double fuck you. Anyway, but what I'm saying is, and I think Bobby today did fucking great. I mean, I was so fucking, I mean, and I hate to even say this, because I think when I say this, it's going to bring like attention to Bobby. Like, you know, oh, you know, they were saying, you know, you was doing this. Bobby didn't say nothing negative about Cherry. He didn't say anything fucking negative. He didn't say one word. Even like on today, he just, Bobby knew. I guarantee you, Bobby, if you hear this, you knew this. You knew you were going to catch hell. And you know, you didn't care. You said it, and you proved it. You know, you came up there. But Cherry couldn't wait to get in there. He, you know, he's trying, and he's like, I'm done with you. I told you last week. The last week thing, Bobby, if you think about it, that's when you just happen to pop in the chat for a few minutes. So if you know, the guy who says he's not trying to cancel anyone, he's like, you know, I'm done with this. I don't like this drama, both sides. And when he said that, you know, look at Flex's video. He's like, this kind of drama, I wish both sides would stop. I'm over it. Oh yeah, Roy, Flex was doxing you. I mean, letting somebody dox you, and he left it up in your chat, in his chat, and you know damn well that didn't happen, Cherry. If it did happen, there's only one way that could happen. We went over that, you know. But, you know, when people, even like, if people can't get along, a certain, you know, people can't get along, there's no sense in, like, if two people want to be friends or they can work something out, you know, like getting in there and stopping it. I mean, it amazes me that, I mean, as soon as I seen Bobby, you know, pop up on that panel, and, you know, I ain't saying I'm worried about, like, oh, he's gonna get beat up or he's scared. I ain't saying that at all, Bobby. What I'm saying is, I knew you were going to get a panel beaten. You know what I mean? He was gonna, he ain't fucking doing that either. Fuck you. Not you, Bobby. DoorDash. You'll be proud I turned that down. $10 for like 14 miles. Yeah, fuck you. But anyway, I knew he was gonna get, you know, attacked for that shit. So, but Bobby knew that too. You know damn well Bobby knew that, and he still fucking done it. Quit. Sorry, DoorDash is just messing with me now. Look at it, it's raining out here. You can see that. Oh shit. Yeah. See, I don't care about the rain, so I don't do the windshield. If it gets too bad, let me know and I'll hit the wipers for you. I'm joking. But Bobby knew he was going to catch hell for that coming up there, but he did it anyway. Oh, fuck, that's the other way. Yeah, we'll do that. I got to turn around somewhere there. We're going to hit that button. Wait a minute, we're going to do a little back roads trickery here. But anyway, he still went up there, and you know when Bobby even woke up this morning, Bobby, like I say, I hate to even say this because I know this is going to even, you know, if Cherry hears this is going to bring some negative attention. The best thing that could happen, Cherry, is if you said you're not, you know, you're done, you're not coming around certain channels, you're doing that. I would bet, prove me wrong on this, Cherry. I mean, I'm talking about, and if I'm wrong, I'll be the first to fucking admit it. Is that, no, we'll go this way. But anyway, I'll bet if Cherry did go away for a while, every single person would be all right. I mean, you might have some people still with, like, you know, Red and some of that goes deep, but even then, maybe they could work it out. Because even when, like, Cray and Bobby was over there, and, like, Red was, you know, sitting there telling him, like, Bobby, you know, I've never said you done that, and, you know, and Bobby said that's all I wanted to hear. I know when you seen that, you fucking lost your shit, Cherry. You was like, oh shit, you know, there's a chance that they could work something out. But I'll bet you, behind the scenes and all, if you quit fucking with people, within a couple weeks, this would all be over and everybody would get along. And no, I'm not saying, Cherry, oh, you know, you should leave, you should, no one's saying that. No one's trying to cancel you. I guarantee it, that would happen. Or if when Bobby, Roy, anybody goes up on a panel, if you don't try to, like, you know, attack them for it. See, Yep wasn't on there today, so, you know, he might get it later. I doubt it now because you've seen how much blowback you got from that. But, you know, and this ain't trying to get shit started. I'm just saying this for a fact. And I'm glad Roy did this. I'm saying Roy, you know, on Flex's last night, but he kind of fucking went, Roy, why in the fuck, man? You kind of was doing good till you fucking went backwards. But Roy said more about you than Bobby. Roy was even talking about he cussed you out on the stream, and he said, you know, he does all this and that. Bobby never said that. Bobby was saying his friendship with you. He was saying, you know, you can't, you know, you don't control where he goes, and you shouldn't. But then Bobby, because you know, if you can, like, he's been kind of listening to you a little bit. No offense, Bobby. What I'm saying is, and I understand you can say, well, I don't care what Cherry says. I'll go where I want to and everything. But even when no one was talking about Eli for weeks, and, you know, even though, I mean, you did say it wasn't about Thunder, but even if it was Thunder, hasn't been there. He's been traveling, but you said what you said, and I'm, you know, I'm glad to see you guys, you know, because, well, you'll see what I'm talking about on that. I'm glad to see you guys working that out. But you don't do it, and I mean, I understand in a way, because it's like you're going to catch hell for it. It's like you're, you know, but now people are starting to push back on him. When Cherry left that chat today, I mean, you had pretty much everybody just more or less, you know, dismissing his bullshit. So I'm just saying, Cherry, what you ought to do is either take a vacation for a while, or just take a vacation from your bullshit. Stop trying to start trouble. When you see somebody on another channel, because you say you don't do that. I don't tell no one to go. I don't tell nobody to do this and that. But when they go, you fucking, you make them sound like they're betraying you. How is Bobby's friendship? I mean, as many times as you've came and left, you know, Flex and Bobby was always cool. Flex and Yep, always cool. But now it's like you come back, you're wanting to, you seen that, it scared you. You was like, oh shit, they might actually make up. I can't have that, because, you know, this drama shit's doing, you know, good. And it's not. You know, you said you didn't like it, but again, as soon as you said you didn't like it, you immediately tried to start more drama. Like, Flex is doing this, then bringing up Bobby and his family and ruining, knowing goddamn well nobody would do that. Nobody. The doxing always happens around people that talk about doxing. You know, when I got doxed and all that bullshit or whatever, I didn't even say that. I could give a fuck less, to be honest. But some people don't like it. You know, some people like to be doxed. But it happened on your channel. But anyway, I'm just saying, I think last night, you know, was probably a good thing. You know, if today didn't fuck it up, which I don't think it did, because, I mean, like I said, Bobby Bobby stood his fucking ground, and he wasn't being rude. Bobby wasn't, like, you know, saying, you know, shit about you, or you know, or taking anybody's side against you. Bobby was just stating the facts. He can go where he, you know, he goes where he wants to. He says what he wants to say. He got up there and said shit. If Bobby didn't want to do it, Bobby wouldn't have done it. If Bobby wants to do it, Bobby will do it. He's a big boy. So, I mean, and not like that, you know, fuck you, Bobby. You know what I'm talking about. I mean, Bobby's a grown-up. He does what he, you know, says. But anyway, y'all have a good one. Cherry, quit being a dick. You ever thought about counseling, Cherry? You ever thought about that? Take Roy with you about the lamps. I'm kidding, Roy. You know that lamp thing. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while to fucking get over the beat. It's going to take a while. But I'm trying, Roy. But if you hadn't laughed about that, I'd never made the video. And like I said, that video I got about your ass, both of them, both videos where I talk about shit going up your ass, if you don't like them, you tell me, and I won't private them. I'll delete them, and I'll prove it to you. I'll delete the motherfuckers. What is this? I ain't doing that. What was that? First order. How are they still sending me 2 orders when I already got one? Anyway, Jerry, get some fucking help. You need some anti-bitch counseling. And Roy, you need to stop sticking stuff in your ass, bitch. Your ass, do what you got to do. I ain't judging. Y'all have a good one.